Hello friends, I am Dr. Sujit Chandratreya. I am an endocrinologist. Endocrinologist does treatment of diabetes, thyroid disorders, obesity and other hormonal disorders. Today we will talk about endocrinology and hormonal disorders in short. Many people would have got weird concepts as to what hormone is exactly. Some people feel that hormones are the substances which can cause early puberty in children. Some people think that hormones are the substances which will make a person very fat without eating much. Actually, the word hormone has come from the English word harmony. Harmony means balance. We have got innumerable glands in our body, and out of those, the glands which do not have ducts are called endocrine glands. Their secretions are directly released into the blood circulation, and the secretions are called the hormones. These hormones maintain various work systems in the body like temperature regulation, energy generation, muscle movement, heart movement, growth of children, control of the blood supply, metabolism which includes catabolism and anabolism, and actually, to be very frank, almost all the processes in the body are managed and maintained by the normal levels of hormone. For normal living and normal bodily processes, normal levels of hormones are very important. Most important endocrine gland among all is the pituitary gland. It is called the Prime Minister of the endocrine gland. It is situated just below our brain. It's also called ringmaster of the endocrine orchestra. Endocrine part of pancreas, thyroid, adrenal, parathyroid glands, gonads which will include testes and ovaries, and other glands are included in the overall endocrine armamentarium. Every gland would secrete certain hormones. Certain glands like pituitary would secrete 6 to 8 hormones. Endocrine part of pancreas would secrete 3 to 4 hormones. And certain glands like thyroid would produce 2-3 hormones only. Hormonal disorders or endocrine disorders arise mainly because of increase in the level of one or more hormones or because of reduction in the level of one or more hormones. Endocrine disorders are considered to be quite troublesome. They don't respond to ordinary treatments. They are not diagnosed easily without a high-end laboratory backup, and usually they are not diagnosed at the hands of ordinary doctors. Many of the times, a specialist endocrinologist is needed to diagnose many of the hormone disorders. But one thing is very important to know, that once we diagnose the hormone disease or hormone disorder, usually the treatment is quite simple and it's quite easily amenable or manageable to normalize either reduced or increased level of hormones in the body. Our own Indian ancient science of health, that is yoga, had also identified the importance of these endocrine glands. And yoga had imagined various chakras in the position of multiple endocrine glands. Those chakras are known as Ashta Chakra or Sapta Chakras. And yoga had accepted that dysfunction of these chakras, that is endocrine glands, can cause multiple disorders in the body. And yoga has actually created multiple asanas and pranayamas to balance these chakras. We will see now what are the common endocrine or hormonal disorders. Mainly diabetes, thyroid disorders which would include hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism, disorders of adrenal gland, disorders of parathyroid and pituitary glands, disorders of growth and disorders of regeneration, infertility are included in the endocrine disorders. The commonest endocrine disorder is diabetes. The major symptoms of diabetes would be very frequent urination, getting lot of thirst, the patient gets lot of appetite, but still he tends to lose weight many a times. Some diabetics tend to get fatigue quite early, but majority of diabetics may not have any symptom. They are actually not knowing that they have got diabetes, and usually it is accidentally detected when we do blood reports for certain reasons, either for executive health checkup or for routine checkup or so on and so forth. Because of this phenomena, it is advisable that every person above the age of 35 checks his or her blood sugar frequently after every few years. Second commonest endocrine disorder would be hypothyroidism. That means less hormone levels of T3 and T4, which are thyroid hormones, and the symptoms of this would be increment in the weight gain. People feel that their bodies become very heavy. Usually there is constipation, dry stools. People tend to get swelling on their face and their body. The skin tends to become very dry and very thick. People tend to get fatigue quite early. Many of the times they tend to get sleepy, and even after getting up after good long hours of sleep, they feel that they have not slept enough. Many people start snoring, and there could be some memory loss also. Third common endocrine disorder would be hyperthyroidism, which is caused by increase in the function of the thyroid gland and increase in the levels of thyroid hormones. And in this disorder, people tend to lose weight very fast. Usually the appetite is maintained. People eat a lot, but still they lose weight. People tend to sweat a lot. Usually there is a very hot feeling. There is tremulousness. The hands and legs do have tremors. Some people have their eyes come out, called proptosis. Many people get palpitations. Many people get early fatigue. People tend to sleep less, and they are easily arousable and irritable. Some people tend to get diarrhea in hyperthyroidism. We will see now other symptoms of other endocrine disorders. In spite of keeping the diet ordinary or normal, weight gain or weight loss without any apparent reason, stunted growth in children, very early puberty in case of children or very late puberty in case of children, females, ladies getting a lot of hair growth on the body and the face, just like almost developing moustache and beard, irregular menses in ladies and girls, infertility in both the sexes, a fracture of the bone with trivial trauma, rickets, severe backache, fragility of the bones, tingling and numbness and muscular cramps, high blood pressure because of certain hormonal imbalances, convulsions or fits because of the reduction in the level of calcium or potassium, could be other symptoms of other thyroid and hormone disorders. These symptoms can have many other causes also, but if at all the causes are hormonal, they would not be actually controlled without appropriate diagnosis and proper treatment. At the end, it should be mentioned that endocrinology is a very lucky or fortunate branch of medical sciences, because most of the disorders can be completely controlled or cured, because it's very easy to normalize reduced levels of hormones or increased levels of hormones to the normal levels. But the diagnosis of endocrine disorders is quite difficult. If anybody has any symptoms of any hormonal disorders, it is advisable that endocrine or hormonal disorders are ruled out by advice of an endocrinologist, and if at all proper treatment is taken, around at least 90% patients with endocrine disorders can lead totally normal lives. So friends, it's our plan to cover all the endocrine disorders in coming weeks in multiple separate videos. Kindly comment in the comment section your opinions about our video, and please like, share and subscribe our video so that we'll get boost and inspiration to create further videos. Thanks a lot.